Long before the pandemic forced the world to work and interact more online, e-commerce had already changed the face of retail. From 2015 to 2020, e-commerce sales more than doubled globally and continued rising throughout the pandemic years. It's now projected to make up a quarter of total retail sales globally by 2025. Proponents of the Metaverse see it as the next step in this evolution of retail. By adding a physical presence to a digital experience, thus creating the new buzzword, phygital.
You're instantly teleported to a virtual world and a three-dimensional world for that fact, which also almost replicates entirely the experience of being in a physical retail store. So if you want to think about the advantages over e-commerce, I think firstly, the idea that you could look at items and put them on to see the look and fit as a digital representation of yourself is very valuable. The second is, I think, really having the shopping experience with a group. In the real world, right? Sometimes you go shopping with your friends. You can replicate that in the metaverse where all of you could log into and appear in the store at the same time, and you can have feedback from your friends on how to mix and match. Whereas in e-commerce, you would realize that it's a very isolated activity.
The Metaverse offers opportunities for retailers to sell goods in the physical and digital worlds.
A lot of times what we're seeing is you might attend an event in the real world and then get an NFT or a digital asset put in your wallet as a proof that you attended or as a party favor of attending. You might get a digital asset as a ticket that unlocks a VIP experience, or you might, if you buy a piece of jewelry or a handbag, you might get that item both in the physical real world and also as a digital image that you can put on your avatar to wear in the virtual world also.
Many international brands have made forays into the metaverse through partnerships with gaming companies like Roblox or Fortnite. Sportswear giant Nike took it one step further and created their own arena in Roblox called Nikeland. But reimagining retail in this way does come with challenges.
I think it's very intimidating to be a beginner in Web3 right now. There are a lot of steps to setting up a wallet. It shouldn't be as complicated as it is, but even for me, I've worked in tech my entire career, and even I've stumbled on some of the setup. I think also because of the decentralization of Web3, which means you set up your wallet, there's no one to call if something bad happens. You're on your own. That's the good and the bad of decentralization. So there's definitely a lot that needs to happen to have mass adoption, but I am excited about what I've seen and how we seem to be on a path that's making that more possible.
Market watchers say the metaverse also creates a new level playing field for everyone to compete.
So those businesses that have shown an ability to adapt to new playing fields generally do quite well in these new revolutions, right? So the example that we have with influencers, these are people like you and me, and who have created a digital image of themselves and branding of themselves that enables big companies to go on board, right? So I think similarly, this is an opportunity for small companies as well to understand the space. And if they are front runners, they might actually be leading the bigger companies in putting their products on the shelves in the metaverse.
Mall operator Capital-Land is one local player which has embraced the metaverse. It organized a metaverse party on the virtual reality platform Decentraland in June this year, with live music performances, brand showcases, and virtual hunts with real-world prizes for customers.
Over 1,300 participants as well completed the quest and fully redeeming all the exclusive prizes worth over 17,000 over the period of the event. And in total, almost more than 1,200 exclusive NFTs were also claimed. So they were able to do it from the comfort of their homes or anywhere that they have the right access to the equipment. But the good thing is, after they participate, they are able to then redeem some of these rewards and burn it in the physical real world. We didn't really have to hire like a new team or to go hunting around for new people, but it's really about what you can already do based on what's already out there.
Despite the virtual nature of the metaverse, CapitaLand doesn't see a danger to its brick-and-mortar stores.
When e-commerce first came out, I think there was a lot of knee-jerk reaction that everything is just going digital. But as we very quickly found out, even after these 2 years of COVID pandemic, what we see is that the moment, the shoppers are able to come up into the physical world, we all enjoy different things. So it is definitely complementary. Not every brand might find the metaverse relatable or even relevant, but certainly it provides additional tools for the brands to reach out to the new generation of shoppers.